Got a doozy question today. It's a two-part question. We got two different people. First of all, becoming a crocheter, does that mean that you'll become addicted to yarn? That's kind of a valid question. And B, when does becoming collecting too much yarn make you a hoarder or addicted to yarn?
Welcome to my channel, and I'm here to inspire you, give you crochet advice, and help you along with your next project.
So without being a yarn snob or projecting myself to have a lot of yarn, remember the first thing, never judge somebody by the yarn stash that they carry. So if they show their yarn collection, doesn't mean they're wealthy, because certain people's lifestyles are very different from each other. For example, I don't have kids, so I don't have the actual added expense of being able to raise a child. Does being a crocheter mean that you will turn into an addict? I don't think so, because the fact is that some crocheters crochet based on the project itself. And in a lifetime ago for me is that I could only afford to buy 1 or 2 balls per paycheck, and literally I lived to work in order to get the yarn, and so a blanket would take me a lot longer to do. I don't think that's uncommon. I think that's really quite consistent in today's reality of lifestyles, that we have to prioritize what is important for us. If you are purchasing yarn or another product when you should be paying your power bill, your water bill, your mortgage, your rent, your car, etc., there's a lot of things there that you have to determine what is going to be best for your lifestyle. And it's really not up to anybody's business on social media, including myself, on how you spend your money. But it's not up to me to look at your stash and say, oh, that person's pretty wealthy, because I have been there and done that. And I know several people where they project an image on social media, but it's actually not the true image of maybe what their expenses are. So I'm almost 50 years old now, and I have learned a lot of lessons from my 20s, 30s, 40s, and etc. And the reality is that in time I've learned to shop better, I've learned to budget myself better, and I've learned to understand my own personality better. And because of that, it allows me to have a better balance in life. And I always feel like lessons that we learn in life are critical for our future well-being. And sometimes you have to fall in the hole in order for you to realize that you need to jump over the hole next time. So if you feel like you're getting into a yarn addiction, or that you are feeling like you're a yarn hoarder, you could be. That's up to you to figure that out. But because nobody here online is going to be able to tell you otherwise, you know your own limit. There was a time here in the beginning of this whole rat race that we know as the crochet crowd, that I was purchasing a lot of yarn, like a lot. And it got to the point where I literally gave away, I think, 30 to 40 garbage bags worth of yarn. It became that bad. And so was I becoming a yarn hoarder? Absolutely. But I realized that I feel good when I give away yarn too. So there's that endorphin of wanting to spend, but there's the endorphin of also wanting to give and make a difference for other people. So you can decide what is going to work for you. And ultimately, in the end, if you feel like it's an addiction, I honestly think there's worse addictions out there that can be probably more harmful. But by all means, make sure that you pay your bills first. That's my biggest takeaway from this whole video today. So if you're compromising your lifestyle in order to have yarn, then maybe